He was one of the great wide receivers in Hurricanes football history, but Eddie Brown came close to never playing on offense for the University of Miami. A junior college transfer, Brown originally played defensive back.
There was some debate when he and Reggie Sutton were first here as to whether or not one should play defense or one should play offense or both should play offense or both should play defense. And Coach Schnellenberger made the decision to start Reggie Sutton on defense as a corner, and Eddie Brown went over to play wide receiver. Somebody knew how to assess talent.
As Bernie Kosar's go-to man, Brown caught 30 balls in 1983 for 640 yards.
One of the things Eddie did so well is after catching the ball. I mean, Eddie had a great ability to run a pattern and instead of going up to get the ball, really just sort of shoot his hands up and never break stride and pull it down, and did some wonderful things after he caught the ball.
He was your type of receiver that could break the game open. I mean, he'd catch a 5-yard slant and turn it into 60 yards. Like I said, his ability to cut, stop, juke, make the defenders miss him was one of his greatest attributes.
But when Jimmy Johnson arrived in 1984, Brown had one of the greatest seasons in UM history, catching 59 passes for 1,114 yards.
Well, Eddie Brown was such an electrifying type player. I mean, he had fantastic speed and such great athletic ability. He could touch the football, and all of a sudden, everybody's going to be on the edge of their seat because you knew that he had a chance to score. He had such great running ability after he caught the football.
In 1984, we are playing Pittsburgh here in the Orange Bowl, and he catches a pass from Bernie. And all of a sudden, 3 or 4 defenders close in on him. He's completely surrounded. All of a sudden, he takes one of the most unusual moves in the world, and the next thing, these 3 or 4 guys converge on him, and there's nobody there. He's gone. I don't, to this day, nor does anyone on the sidelines, know how he got out of it. It was like he completely disappeared.
Brown also showed off his abilities on special teams.
If you went back to the UCLA game in the Fiesta Bowl, Eddie takes the punt, and without even looking at the ball, takes it off the ground, and he is surveying the field and the UCLA special teams coming at him. He looks at them this way, takes the ball, decides where he's going to run, and he's gone for a touchdown. Takes it all the way back.
Brown became the 13th player chosen in the 1985 NFL Draft, leading the Cincinnati Bengals in pass receptions for 4 seasons, and played in his hometown of Miami in Super Bowl 23.
He really was a great player and was an outstanding professional player, and had he not been injured, would have been a great player for all time.
Eddie, unfortunately, had his career cut short because of the neck injury that he suffered. But quite to his credit, he certainly lived up to what the University of Miami instilled in him, and certainly was a credit to this institution.
Tonight, entering the University of Miami Sports Hall of Fame, Eddie Brown.